Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. To such a wonderful day. I really appreciate whoever is listening, whoever is tuning into my YouTube channel. Please don't miss out, because today I've got something very special, something very important I'd like to share. Most especially, today's video is specifically designed for those who are in customer service frontline. I'm actually going to look at the 10 ways to make an angry customer or an irate customer, a irritated customer happy. So without taking a lot of time, let us jump straight into the video. One of the ways you can make an angry customer or a irritated customer is listening. Listening. You need to practice active listening rather than passive listening. Active listening means concentrating on everything a customer is saying to you, clearly understand why they are upset. Passive listening means only absorbing part of the message and not paying full attention or details to the emotions behind their communication. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. So listening, understand your customer's pain points might increase your chances of retaining that customer, possibly that customer coming to your business in the future. Number two of the ways you can use to make a irritated customer happy is apologize to difficult customers. Apologize for the problem they are having, acknowledge the mistake, and letting them know you are sorry will go along with difficult customers. Be thorough in apology. For an example, instead of merely saying I'm sorry for the inconvenience, a success manager can show great concern by saying I'm sorry your order was late. This isn't the customer experience we are aiming at. I can see how this would be frustrating. I'll look into it, and here is what happened. A thorough apology shows the customer you care and you understand their frustration. Offer a brief explanation, but don't drag this out too much. Keep the explanation short and move forward. Guys, make an apology saying sorry by letting the customer know that the order was delayed and how you're planning to resolve that problem can increase your chances of retaining your customer or increase your chances of doing business with your customer. So number 3 on the list is handle angry customer by showing empathy. A brief explanation what empathy means. Empathy helps to guide your response and reactions to any angry customer. Empathy doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with the customer or giving in to their demands. It means you truly understand how they feel and can meet them where they are. By truly understanding how the customer feels, you'll be able to relate with them on a more personal level. As you have a difficult conversation with customers, showing empathy will help to de-escalate the situation and show the customer you respect them and listening to them. For example, this is how would you do this. Here is an example of how empathy can work to ameliorate the difficult situation with a customer. For example, a customer, the product I ordered was delivered a week late. I kept calling to get a tracking number. None of them were working. Finally, when I did get tracking number, it said it would be here on Monday, but the item didn't show up until Monday. Customer success manager, you as a manager, what you should respond if a customer raises such a question or concern. Understand how frustrating that. I do understand how frustrating that must have been to not have the correct tracking details and for shipment to be delayed without notification. I'm truly sorry you had to experience that. The man further says, in this example, is helping to diffuse a situation where a customer might be emotionally volatile by siding with the customer to reassure them that the company cares about them and works towards delivering the best for them. Guys, that's one of the ways you can try to deal with an angry customer. Number 4, what you should do is maintain calm tone of voice, your tonality. When a customer reacts angrily, you need to tone down. Keeping a professional demeanor is an essential skill that all customer-facing business should integrate into their programs. It is important for representatives to learn not to let frustration get the better of them. When dealing with the angry customer, it might be attempting to match their tone of voice. Yet this should be avoided at all costs. It will only worsen the situation. So whenever a customer is angry, always try to calm down, to tone down. So number 5 on our list, what you should do in order to get angry customer happy is need to use their name possible. So brief explanation that there is a power in name. Using a customer's name puts face to the person you are talking to. It helps to instill a strong level of personalization in the interaction. This is more effective when trying to handle an angry customer than addressing nameless entity who could be anyone. So remembering your customer's name, that person is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. A good example, a quote of Dale Carnegie, also of how to win friends and influence people. Using a customer's name shows you care, and it also reminds the customer that you are also a real person working for a real company. Tips for customers' name: use their names sparingly. Addressing someone by their name too much can be awkward, so just need to lead just once in a while, just a little bit. So number 6 on the list is build and maintain trust. And how would you do that? It is very likely that the level of trust an angry customer has for your company has been damaged, and it's important to rebuild and maintain that trust by moving forward. However, you have made a mistake. It is okay. You will need to work a little harder to repair the broken relationship. The first thing you need to do is show the difficult customer that you care and show them you truly understand the problem. When handling an angry customer, make sure you have all of the background information or the history for that customer. This will show a customer you are confident and capable of helping them. Tips on how you rebuild trust, build and maintain trust. Your customer, take responsibility for the mistake using a simple statement like, we are messed up and this is completely our fault. So acknowledge your fault. In other ways, can build a customer. Customer will definitely assume that you're mean and you're bound to make mistakes. So number 2, I would use the way you used to build and maintain trust is use a positive scripting like, let me find out for you instead of I don't know. You need to check with a coworker instead of I'm new here. No, let me find out for you. Let me check with my colleague. Whenever you can build trust. And then of course the other one, you need to tell them you are going to investigate and email them back in a certain time. Stick to your promise and make sure you do get back to them when you said you were going to. So being consistent, following up with your customer can increase chances of you doing business and frankly retaining that customer. Number 7 on our list, don't take difficult customer personal, because if you take it personal, that could come back to haunt you. And let things out of control, it means you have reduced the chance of doing business with your customer. Remember, this is a business, not personal. Remind your agents not to take customers' anger personally. They are not angry with the agent personally. They are angry with the product or service they had expectation when they purchase a product and express the problem. So if you take a customer's complaint personally, you risk getting emotional and even angry with the customer. So this is when the situation becomes worse. De-escalate the situation by staying a professional while showing empathy and understanding will help ensure better results. The least but not the last, handle angry customer using a positive language. How would you do that? When it comes to handling different customer support, teams must be skillful in the language they use. Negative language will only add salt to the wound, yeah? Or fuel to the fire. So whereas the positive language is an ingredient to help diffuse a heated situation. Avoid using language that amplifies the customer is wrong and make them feel isolated. The customer doesn't want to hear these things. Guys, this is 100% worked for me. Actually, let me just give you a brief experience. I once upon, it was this year 2022. It so happened one of the customer was shouting. But when I look at this customer shouting, "Oh, your price is so high. Oh, what do you do? Oh," but I just chose to come, instead just to calm down, just decided to keep my tone down. I just did what I simply did in response. I told him, "What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?" And last, the price are really high. So can we do something about it? Customer, after getting served, the customer walked away. But of course, what I bore at the back of my mind was like, that customer is gone and I've lost business. Guys, what happened? Surprisingly, what happened after a couple of weeks, the customer came back alone. So, guys, one of the ways you can deal with the angry customer is you need to be calm. Don't take it personally. So, keeping calm when a customer is angry speaking is one of the ways you can increase your chances of defeating the situation. And most importantly, it increases your chance of doing business with your customers. Tips for avoiding negative language: you need to use default to possible words such as yes, absolutely, certainly, and definitely. Avoid words and phrases such as "let me be clear" for information, and actually, these tend to make people feel silly and can often be seen as aggressive. Number 9, always resolve issue. How would you do that? Its primary goal when handling angry customer is to resolve issue. There are works around is there's something the agent or customer can do immediately to satisfy the customer's need. If so, let them know. If you discover you cannot solve the issue immediately, be honest with the customer, set expectation with them so they know when their issue will be resolved. More importantly, meet those expectations, and if you can't, let them know ahead of time so you don't further damage the relationship. If needed, escalate the issue to the senior manager and a member of the team or your manager. Guys, those are the 9 ways or strategy you can use to deal with an irate customer, a difficult customer, angry customer, whichever. Guys, appreciate. It's been really great time having you around. I really appreciate, guys. Let me know in the comment section below because you got any additional ways of dealing with the irate customers or difficult customer. Let me know in the comment section below. And in case you are new, please, guys, consider subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out each time I post videos, each time I upload videos like this one. May the Almighty God bless you. See you in the next video.